And on the eighth day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need someone to look after those who are in need, who have experienced loss, and who need to know I love them. So God made a Texans on Mission volunteer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, feed victims of disasters, go cut trees down all day, feed even more victims, eat supper, then go out back and stay up past midnight washing and folding clothes, only to do it all tomorrow. So God made a Texans on Mission volunteer. I need somebody with arms strong enough to tear out drywall, yet gentle enough to be a shoulder to cry on. Someone to wrangle RAs, tame cantankerous machinery, sift through ash, take a tree off a roof, repair that same roof, and then when the homeowner asks, how much is this going to cost me? Hand them a Bible and tell them it's already been paid. So God made a Texans on Mission volunteer. God said, I need a banker, a truck driver, an engineer, and a police officer by trade to help balance a budget, haul hay to farmers after a fire has burned up all their land, someone to hot wire a generator with a coat hanger, somebody to lead while serving all at the same time, someone who would sacrifice their time, talent, and treasure in order to bring help, hope, and healing to the world, somebody who, while on a call-out, will finish a week's worth of work orders by Tuesday noon, and then, with aching back and sore joints, complete another month's work of work orders by the end of the week. So God made a Texans on Mission volunteer. God had to have somebody who believed that God's work, done God's way, in God's time, will never lack for God's resources. Someone who understands the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few and would answer the call. Someone who would put their faith in action by getting covered head to toe in mud, whether from drilling a water well overseas or from a mud-out job after a hurricane. So God made a Texans on Mission volunteer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and drag limbs, yet gentle enough to offer a cool drink, a hot meal, clean laundry, and an ear to listen. Someone who will stop his skid steer for an hour to share the good news with a homeowner desperately looking for some kind of hope in the midst of the rubble of their home. And after all is said and done, when that raggedy yellow, blue, or white cap gets hung on the hat rack, when that dirty yellow shirt gets washed as best it could and hung up in the closet, God cannot help but smile when he thinks of their work. So selfless, so fervent. Yes, when all is said and done, there's only one thing left to say. Well done. Yes, well done, good and faithful servant. So God made a Texans on Mission volunteer.